Hey guys, this is going to be a quick one today because it is 11 o'clock and I'm tired and I've got to be on the road on the way to LA tomorrow by about 6 a.m. Ugh, that sucks. I don't like getting up that early in the morning. But I had my weigh in today. I think I mentioned it yesterday that I was getting ready to weigh in. Official pounds lost was 6 pounds since last Thursday. So in 6 days, I lost 6 pounds, a pound a day. That's probably a lot more than some people would say is healthy, but you have to remember that I'm a bariatric patient. I have an advantage, if you will, because I have a tool that I have at my disposal that I can use, and I went back to the basics. And I told you guys that I was doing a no starch, no carbohydrate diet, and what I mean by no carbs, like I've mentioned already, no rice, pasta, bread, potatoes, anything white, basically. Just takes care of all the carbs and all the starch. And I haven't been having any sugar. I've had one coffee since that vlog I told you guys where I said I wish I could quit coffee. I've had one since then. And I've not been having any of the sweets or any of the real processed foods. I've been eating a lot of fruits and vegetables, not raw but like steamed vegetables, and the fruits I've been eating raw. Breakfast have consisted of non-fat or low-fat yogurt, like fruit yogurt with granola in it and a banana. Usually, I'm out of bananas now though. I gotta get more bananas. And when I do drink coffee, I buy the pre-mixed stuff at the store now, like the pre-mixed latte stuff that you can just pour out of it looks like a half-gallon milk carton thing, like a paper carton, and it's only got 150 calories in it for an 8-ounce cup. Which is, yeah, I know 150 calories in liquid form is quite a bit. However, let's compare the alternative, which for me was about a 550 to 600 calorie Starbucks latte. Yeah, I think the reduction in calories per week, considering the fact that I have one of those a day now, versus one or two of the Starbucks a day. So I've cut back several thousand calories a week just by quitting the Starbucks. And my wife and I, we give ourselves a treat. Like the other day, we went out. It wasn't last night. I think it was the night before. We went out, walked around the outdoor shopping mall a bit, and there's a Starbucks there, and we got a Starbucks. But I had them make mine with less calories than they normally would have. I had them not use not use whipped cream, and I made sure that I got one that was already from their thinner variety of coffee. So everything was on the up and up. I was worried that would make me fall off the wagon. It didn't, because I stayed away from the Starbucks for so long. It made me feel a bit sick, actually. My stomach gargled and gurgled, and my wife was very concerned that I was going to blow up like the blueberry chick in Willy Wonka, and I had to go running to the bathroom at one point. And so it's exactly what's expected of a bariatric patient, of somebody who's not constantly introducing things into their diet that they shouldn't have. Because when you're a bariatric patient and you eat things that you shouldn't, whether they be high in sugar, high in fat, or high in grease, or any of that stuff, that's what you do. You get sick in the stomach, usually then in the pants. And dairy products do that too for a bariatric patient. So things that usually are high in milk content, or dairy, will do that. So you took the coffee, which is a latte laced with milk, and it was whole milk actually. And I tried an experiment. I wanted to see what would happen if I, instead of the 2% or the 1% that I normally get, if I had them do no whip but do whole milk to get some of the bitterness of the coffee away. Because I don't like Starbucks coffee, like coffee per se. Like their beans, because they taste kind of burned to me. But damned if, I think they put cocaine. I'm pretty sure they put cocaine in the syrup, which is why you keep coming back. And then the music that they play in the speakers, if you play it backwards, it always spells out, drink more Starbucks, or we'll eat your children. And so the subliminal messages all over Starbucks Corporation, the evil corporation that it is, keeps you coming back, even though their coffee beans itself just taste like ass. That's the only way I can explain it. So anyway, I had them put in the whole milk, and I got sick. So it was pretty easy this morning. in fact, every day, just to get up and drive right past the Starbucks that's right next to my house. Yeah, a lot of you guys didn't know that. Right down the street from me is a Starbucks that I have to pass every morning to get to work. And then on the corner of the street that I turn onto to get to my office, there is a Starbucks right there too. I have to pass 2 Starbucks to get to work. So that takes a lot of willpower to drive past both of them, to and from. So I have 4 opportunities. Not including the fact that out here near LA, there's a Starbucks on every single corner. And sometimes there are Starbucks on opposing corners in the same intersection. So the opportunity is there. But I stuck with it. Haven't had but one of those coffees. Made me sick. Immediately got rid of it, basically. And sticking to the no carbs, no starch, high protein fruits and vegetables diet. 6 pounds in 6 days. What can I say? Yeah, of course that kind of weight loss is not going to stay like consistent. I think a lot of it had to have been extra water weight. It also has to do with the softening of the abdominal wall, because a lot of people don't realize when you eat a lot of starch and a lot of carbs that your abdominal wall gets really, really hard. And do you guys know anybody, or are you that guy that's got like that really big round keg? You know, you got that, whoa, you look like a pregnant man sort of thing. Like me, I'm kind of like lumpy. I'm really lumpy. I kind of look like that old saggy mattress. But there's those people out there that got that one big ab, right? And you push on it, and it's like hard as a rock, because you're like, wow, it's like you're like, punch my belly, man. Just punch my belly. Watch this. And then you hit it, and it's like, ugh, but they're fat. My surgeon explained that to me, that's the carbohydrates, that's the starches, and what it does is it actually stiffens the abdominal wall. And it's just, there's a process involved. I don't know what it's called. If you guys know, bring it up. So 2 things happen when you cut back on the carbs and the starches, or when you cut them out completely. All that hard fat tissue breaks up, somewhat liquefies, so you get a softer abdominal wall. And the reason why, as a bariatric patient, most doctors will make you do this prior to surgery. I had to do it for 3 weeks prior to surgery, and in that 3 weeks I lost 22 pounds. Is because when they do a laparoscopic version, which are the tools, the robot tools, instead of piercing through your abdominal wall, your ab wall, they take the utensils and they weave them through the muscle tissue. So instead of tearing and cutting through your muscle tissue, which increases your chances of having a hernia, they just weave through it. So they want your abdominal wall to be as soft and malleable as possible. That way they can get through it without having to fight through that hard tissue. And on top of that, the weight loss and because of the low carbs and the low starch means a shrunken liver. And what's right underneath your liver? Your stomach. So you shrink your liver, you soften up your abdominal wall, you start to use up the stored fluid and water that's in your body. And I feel great. It's been 6 pounds in the last 6 days. And when I started, from when I started everything, when I weighed myself and got super depressed at how much weight I had put back on that I didn't realize, well, I'll just go ahead and say it. I got nothing to hide from you guys. I had gone from 290 pounds back up to 314 pounds when I started these vlogs. I may not look like it. I may not look like I'm over or was over 300 pounds because I'm very tall. I'm 6'4". I've got a lot of muscle mass to me. My frame weighs over 200 pounds by itself because when I got prepared for surgery, they did the buoyancy test. They did all of this water submersion where they actually figure out the fat to frame and muscle content. So as it is, my frame is over 200 pounds by itself, which makes me 20 pounds overweight if I didn't have an ounce of fat on my body. So height weight chart, guys, throw it out the window. It's garbage. So I went from 314 pounds, which is what I weighed just before I got sick with that flu, lost some weight from that, and today's weigh-in, I'm 301.2. So we're pushing 13.8 pounds lost. May not seem like a lot, but hey, it's amazing what that 13 pounds already says. And I'm excited over the fact that my next weigh-in next Monday, I'm pretty much guaranteed to be under 300, which is, to see that 2 pop back up on my weight makes me extremely happy. And I just wanted to come on here and share with you guys that Yeah, Jay's 2 cents had gotten all the way back up to 314 pounds, and I'm now back down to 301.2. And I've been chatting with some of you guys today on Facebook and Twitter, and the comments on my vlogs, and you guys all say it makes your day when I respond to your tweets, or I read your messages, or I respond. I try to respond as much as I can. It's definitely getting difficult because the sheer volume of messages that I get between both channels, but I will respond to everything that I possibly can when I can, and it means a lot to me that you guys are willing to message me. Some of you guys have said that you feel like you're talking to a celebrity, or it makes your day that I even acknowledge that you're a viewer of mine, which is crazy because I love you guys. You guys are the ones who are watching me. I mean, let's face it, I have to be grateful to you guys, because if nobody's watching, what's the point of doing all of this? And some of you guys say that you really look up to me and I inspire you guys. You guys inspire me to do better because I'm putting myself out there, making myself purely accountable for all the things that I say that I'm going to do, and all the things that I say people should do when it comes to either relationships or work or weight loss or addictions or depression or whatever. So by me talking to you guys, it inspires you, which in turn inspires me, and it's like this whole big circle of kumbaya, my lord, blah blah blah, whatever. I went on a little bit of a rant there, but I'm just really grateful that you guys watch. Love each and every one of you, and as always, subscribe, like, favorite, follow me on Twitter, and blah blah blah. I'll see you tomorrow.